Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am finally done exams and I'm super excited about it. I finished up this morning. So today we are going to go through my suitcase and what I'm packing for Cuba next week. Woohoo! Today's video is going to be a packing tips and essentials video for a beach-style vacation. I'm going to be showing you how I pack my suitcase as well as what I'm thinking of taking as my carry-on. I might be taking my backpack instead of the bag that I showed, but I can't really decide yet. Anyway, it's going to be one of those two. So yeah, if you'd like to see how I am packing for my trip next week down south to the Caribbean, then keep on watching. So first, I highly recommend making a packing list well in advance before your trip. Just start like a Word document on your computer or a page in a notebook, whatever works for you. And based on the weather that you're packing for, make sure to double check the forecast before you go. Plan your outfits in advance. Doing this helps me stay organized, which in turn saves me some time, and it also prevents me from overpacking. The clothing that I'm taking on this trip has not been worn for a long time, so I'm gonna throw it all in the wash before I go just to freshen it all up, and laundry in general before you go on a trip is a great idea. I also like to iron some of my dresses and some of my dressier tops before I leave, just because I find that there's less wrinkles to deal with when I actually get to my destination if I iron them before I leave. The day before you leave, don't forget to wash your makeup brushes if you're bringing those. I have a separate video on how I clean my brushes if you're interested. It is linked for you down below. The day before I leave, I always charge all of my electronics that I'm bringing with me, and don't forget to actually charge them in a place where you know you won't forget them. This is my suitcase. It's a Hayes 26-inch hybrid style suitcase. I bought this one in 2011, so it's not available in this pattern anymore, but if I can find something similar, I'll link it down below. And here is the inside of the suitcase. So now I'm going to lay out all the clothes that I'm taking with me. So I have 2 sets of PJs, some dresses, a romper, some sleeveless tops, and some shorts, and some Spanx for under my dresses. So here I'm showing myself rolling all of my clothes to put in my suitcase. You're gonna see this tip in pretty much every packing video on YouTube, but I can say that I've been doing this for years, long before YouTube was even a thing. So I find this is quite helpful. It not only prevents wrinkles, but it also saves you a ton of space. And as you can see here, I'm just laying everything rolled up in the bottom layer of one side of my suitcase. I'm just making sure that everything fits nice and snug and it's all nice and close together. So here are the 3 bikini tops that I'm taking with me. The first one is from Victoria's Secret, this white one is from La Vie en Rose, and the bottom one is from American Eagle Outfitters. And here are the bottoms that I'm taking with me. I like to take a bunch of bottoms and just mix and match them with the tops. And now I'm just going to lay them in my suitcase as I'm showing here. You know, just folding them up, making them nice and snug and fill in the space. Now I'm placing in a lingerie bag that I got years ago from American Eagle. If you don't have one of those, just take a plastic bag for your dirty underwear. Speaking of underwear, that is where I store my underwear, in my suitcase, and I'm putting my bras in kind of around the bikini bottoms and stuff so they don't get squished. Now I'm just placing a spare pack of tissues in this compartment area, and I'm also putting in the strings that came with my bikini tops. Even though I don't normally use them, I feel like it's something that's good to bring just in case. Now I'm putting in one of my hair towel drying things. I cannot live without that. And here are my toiletries, which go in the bottom of my suitcase. If you already saw my previous video, then you know what's already in these bags, so I'll leave that video link down below in case you missed it. Next, I'm putting my shoes in my suitcase, and as you can see, all of them are wrapped up in grocery bags because there's a lot of dirt on the bottom of your shoes, and even if they're brand new going down, they're going to be dirty coming back, so put them in bags. Next, I always take a can of Raid with me to the Caribbean because of things like ants and bed bugs and that type of thing. This particular Raid has bed bug protection, so that is awesome, so I'm taking that. Next, I'm just laying my crossbody bag for the evenings there on the bottom. And here's my travel size hairdryer. Isn't this cute? I love how it folds up and it just saves a lot of space in my suitcase. The next thing to go in my suitcase is my Bubba mug. This is perfect for getting drinks at the beach and the pool and not having to go back a billion times for super tiny drinks. Highly recommend it. Next, I'm putting in my makeup bag, which you've already seen in my other previous videos, again linked down below. And I like to take a spare baggie with me. Might seem kind of odd, but it's one of those things that I find comes in handy on the way back. Next, I'm putting in a set of towel clips. These are so freaking handy dandy. Oh my god, I love these things. These little guys keep your towel in place, and that way the wind doesn't like blow it over or whatever when you're in the pool. So those are great to have. Next, I'm taking some electrolyte powder just in case any of us get severely dehydrated. You know what it's like in the hot sun. That's definitely a risk. So I'm definitely taking some of those. And here is my travel first aid kit. It's just really cute. It has a bunch of bandages and stuff like that. And I also added in some of those little beige things. Those are blister cushions. Those are thebomb.com. I highly recommend bringing blister cushions with you. Even if you don't think your shoes are going to rub your feet, take them anyway. I promise you will thank me. So here's how I'm planning on taking my earrings with me. I'm not sure 100% if this is how I'm going to take them, but I'm just using one of my old face mask tubs from Lush, and my bracelets are just going in this suede bag from J. Crew, and those will be going in that mesh compartment as well. So here is my voltage adapter. Definitely don't forget this if you're traveling internationally like me. This one's pretty cool because it has a separate USB port thing that I can just clip in there, and it gives me like a phone cord thing, which is kind of cool. So that's going in that mesh compartment as well. This next tip I cannot take credit for. This is from the recommendation of other YouTubers, but just putting a fresh dryer sheet in your luggage apparently keeps your clothes nice and fresh, so I definitely want to try that. Next, I'm putting in my dresses. These are the last of the clothing items to go in because they are the first to come out when I unpack at the hotel room. And I'm putting one of my more formal tops in here as well. And on top of that, I just put in my towel. I like to take my own towel for use after showers because I find the hotel one's just a little too small and scratchy. And yeah, I'm just taking my own for that reason, and I'm gonna use the hotel one for like outside. So now I'm just securing the mesh compartment in, adjusting the buckle clips and everything, making sure it's all nice and tight. And here is my beach tote for the trip. Shout out to Megan and Jill for finding these at Winners for 10 bucks. What a bargain. So that's going in the top layer of the other side of my suitcase. So this is going to keep everything in place on this side. Now I'm putting on my luggage tag on my suitcase. This is a nice sturdy one that I got from Walmart, I believe. It's nice and rubbery and stiff and everything, so that stays on my luggage really well. So I'm putting that on one side of the handle, and I'm also putting my TSA approved luggage lock on my suitcase's zippers. That way, if it's TSA approved, they can open it at any security checkpoint without destroying your lock. And before you leave for the airport, do not forget to weigh your luggage using a luggage scale to make sure your baggage isn't overweight. So here is what I believe I'm taking as my carry-on bag. This is a tote bag from Ardeen. And here is my liquids bag, which I already went through in my previous Toiletries video. So in case you missed it, go back and check that out to see what I keep in there. This is my electronics bag, so it has a spare set of headphones, all my chargers, and a little power bar. Here is my medicine bag, so along with all my medications that I need for the trip, whether they be flu related or prescription. I also like to keep my chewing gum, some blister cushions, and a package of tissues in here as well. I also highly recommend taking some antibacterial wipes, even if you are taking sanitizer too, because this way you can wipe down your armrests, your little food tray thing, all those surfaces that might have a lot of germs on them. Here's my memory foam plain pillow for my neck. Highly recommend the memory foam ones. And here is my fedora hat. This is actually from Reitman's a couple years ago. I absolutely love it, so I'm taking that. Next, I'm taking 1 or 2 new magazines, probably not that exact one, but you get the idea. And I'm also taking a pocket folder which will hold all of my travel documents and some loose leaf. When I filmed this video, I didn't have my passport with me, so let's just put a lovely little graphic of one here. Obviously, you cannot forget your passport if you're traveling internationally. And speaking of traveling internationally, you're going to need a pen to fill out your declaration card on the plane. Here is my wallet that I take when I'm traveling to like lower income countries. It's my old American Eagle one. And I just wanted to show here that that's where I keep my luggage keys. It's just the safest place for them, I find. And of course, I'm taking my cell phone with me. I think I'm just going to have it on airplane mode because I'm going to be using it for music mostly. Here are my sunglasses that I'm taking. These are prescription Ray-Ban sunglasses from a couple of years ago, and I'm just keeping them in my regular prescription glasses case. And I'm taking my travel size hairbrush in my carry-on so it doesn't get squished up. And I always put one of my bathing suits in my carry-on in the event that my luggage doesn't show up. God forbid that actually happens, but you know, better to be prepared. And of course, take a pair of warm, comfortable, fuzzy socks with you on the plane. Airplanes are very cold, and if you're like me, you're gonna have cold feet. And of course, I am putting a separate luggage tag on my carry-on bag, and this is what it all looks like when I just pack it all in there. As you can see, I've got a fair bit of space left, so that's good. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Thumbs up this video if you did like it, and don't forget to subscribe down below so you don't miss my Cuba vlogs. Yay, I'm so excited to vlog in Cuba. And one more thing, don't forget to follow me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, so those are always linked down below in my description bar. And yeah, I will see you guys with my next video, which will probably be a Cuba vlog. Woohoo! See ya!